In this video, we're going to tell you about Lockhart State Park in Lockhart, Texas. Let's go. All right, we are headed up to an overlook here. They have an old dining hall here built by the CCC in the 30s, but it's now like a kind of a rental place for weddings and events and things like that. But it's supposed to have a gorgeous view on it right behind it, so we're going to check it out. All right, let's check this out. We are here at the Recreation Hall. Yep, and it has all the lookings of a CCC building. All right. This is again the Recreation Hall, and from the sweat of their brow, courtesy of the CCC. This was built in 1935. 1935. Arrived in Lockhart. CCC arrived in Lockhart to build the park. And there's the water tower, which is right over there. If you can see it, we'll take a look at that. But this is a pretty cool building. But now they use it to have weddings and events in. It used to be a recreation hall because it had many uses over time. It used to be a pavilion, a dance terrace. It was used as the golf course pro shop and residence. Of course, there's a golf course here, a 9-hole golf course at this park, and believe it or not, the only golf course in any state park in Texas, the only one left. So wow, pretty neat. I think it's the original one. What it kind of look like right there. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I love it. Yeah, it has all those CCC markings of the times. All right, here we have the water tower. The old water tower. This is built by the CCC in 1935. 1935. What is that? That's 80? No, 90. 90 years ago, man. This thing is 90 years old. Look at that. Amazing. And there's supposed to be a heck of a view here from this. Let's see here. Not so much. If it wasn't for those dang trees. What you see? It's part of the trail right here. One of the trails. There used to be something right here, it looks like. There's stairs going in right there. Coming up to something. There's a trail down there, but it looks like something used to be right here. See how it's all kind of flat and I don't know. What's this big white thing? It's a white building over here. Oh, I'm not sure. It's a shed or something. But yeah, here's a view. Here you go. There's the view. Pretty sweet. Alright, we're behind the recreation hall. Let's see what we have right here. Well, I like these Spanish moss trees. Those are cool. We go over here. Oh, I think I found out where the view's supposed to be at. They got a patio back here. Let's go over here and see. Check that out. That's probably a CCC water fountain here. Back when you could drink out of the water fountain from here. Yeah, those days are gone. But check out this deck here, this patio. And I believe the view is right here. Looks like it is. Man, check it out. It's pretty nifty. And here's the back of the recreation hall with a bunch of picnic tables out back over here. I think Maggie's getting lost on the trail over here.
There's a trail that goes down there.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see that?
I saw it.
Trail?
Yeah, I saw it.
And there's another one this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of trails in this park. A lot of trails. That is a beautiful building. I like that building. Alright, we're going to head back to the campsite, I believe. The sun's starting to set over here in Lockhart State Park. This is the only state park in Texas that has a golf course, believe it or not. And it's windy. There used to be a few, I understand, but this is the only one left. And so it's a 9-holer, and there's a separate, if you stay here, camp out here, there's a separate fee for the golf course. It's not included with your camping fee or your admission fee to the park if you're just visiting. So keep that in mind. But it's a beautiful looking course here. There's, I believe, hole 3, I think. Not sure, but it's a great course. Okay, we are set up here on site number 16 in the Clear Fork Creek Loop. That's it right over there. It's a mixture of pull-throughs and back ends. We got a back end. There's another section right over. This is the section right here. This entire section right over here is Clear Fork Creek, all the way to the A-frame pop-up there. There's another section called the Fairway View that's down this way. It's about 10 sites. There's 20 sites total in this campground. 10 at the Fairview and 10 at the Clear Fork Creek. Now the Clear Fork Creek we're at only has water and electric hookups. There is a dump station outside the entrance over here. The Fairview has full hookups, including sewer, so that's good. I believe we paid $20 a night for this, and the full hookups on Fairview are $24, I believe, or maybe $25. But you got a creek bed right over here, right next to, so it's really shaded over here. The Fairview wasn't that shaded, so if you're into shade or want shade, may not be the best choice for you, but keep in mind you're over here with the shade, you're going to give up sewage connections, but that's okay. There's a dump station over there. We really don't need it, and so we're only here for 2 nights, so it shouldn't be an issue at all. We are going to my favorite place, Kent Black's. Let's go. Oh boy, here we go. Oh man, it doesn't get much better than this. I could smell it now. Check this out. Got this to go, and we're good to go. We got 2 brisket sandwiches to go, a cup of mac and cheese, and we're going to head back to the Wolfie and chow down. Oh my God, this is heaven. Oh my Lord. Oh man, excellent. Hey, good morning everybody. We're here from Lockhart State Park on a Sunday morning. We are brewing up our coffee and getting ready to go for a little walk here a little bit after this is finished. Golfers are out this morning because it's fairly tolerable as far as the heat goes, but it's going to get up to a heat index of 105 today, and so they're getting out early while we can. I hope to show a little bit more of that. We got the AC running right over here. Full blast. I know it's kind of noisy. I apologize for that, but that's kind of the nature of the beast of ACs running in RVs. They're a little bit loud, those of you who own an RV, but it's one of those things, you either tolerate it or you sweat. So, but you get used to it after a while. It's not too bad. All right, we're going to brew up the coffee and then head on out. We're going to check out one of the sites here, the Fairway View Loop. Hi. All right, this is the Fairway View Loop, and one of the trails I have. It's about 1/4 of a mile, no, maybe a half mile, So we're going to check it out. Maybe it's cooler here with all the shade because it is hot here right now. So hopefully we can cool off a little bit. Got my handy dandy water here just in case. So here we go. And of course the creek is pretty much dry here in August 2025. But it's a beautiful trail here. Check this out. These stairs right here lead to an old CCC built picnic area, which has mostly been swallowed by the forest. These picnic sites were scattered around the park along with other latrines and trash cans. And this is what it was like in the 1930s. Check it out, where the CCC boys helped develop all this. Pretty amazing. The trail took a Y over here. One side follows the creek, the other does not. And so I don't remember seeing that on the map, but and of course I left the map in the travel trailer. So we're just going to kind of follow the creek here. This part follows the creek and see where we go. If not, we can just turn around. No big deal. You know what? We're going to turn around back where we came from. I don't remember any of this on the map, so it's just kind of weird. We're just going to go back where we came from. Again, if you get lost on a trail, just turn around and go back where you came from. That's the best way to do it. I don't think we're lost yet. We're going to go back because it's getting hot out here. And of course, rule number 1, always bring the map with you. So if I hadn't broke rule number 1, I wouldn't be in this predicament right now. So we're just going to go back. See, here's where the trail winds off here. One goes to the right, one to the left, but I'm not sure. There's no sign here that shows which trail is what. And again, I should have brought my map. I would have known that if I hadn't brought my map. So, oh well, we're going back to where we came from. Okay, we're back at the campsite here. And yeah, I see what I did wrong. There was a map in front of the trailhead there, and this is not the trail I want. It's a different trail, so but that's okay. We may do this later on this evening when it cools down. Right now, just check the temperature. It is 98 with a heat index of 103, so it's just too hot right now. Well, here's the trail I wanted, and there's our campsite right there, but looks like, I wonder if, wait a minute, if I could cut across over here. Give me a second here. Because that trail on the other side is the one I wanted, and I couldn't get to it. I was at the wrong end here, but maybe I could cut across. because this is a dry creek bed here. Okay, let's go up here. Up here. What do we got here? Is there a trail over here? There is a trail here somewhere. I heard people. Ah, there it is. I heard people going over here. All right. Now, all I gotta do is just go this way, and it takes me to the main camping loop over here. Perfect. Yeah, I know I cheated a little bit, but hey, you do what you gotta do. Yeah, this is a nice trail here. And if you have the shade, it's not too bad as far as temperature here. It cools it off a little bit. It's just that when you're in the direct sun, it's pretty rough. This is interesting. This used to be a little dam here to control the flow of water built by the CCC, but as you can see, there's no water. Yeah. That's hard to believe this stuff was built 90 years ago. In 1935 is when the CCC constructed this park. And a lot of these things are still remaining. Yeah, the creek is all dried up over here. Kind of sad. But over here, we got these little lily pads here. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Oh, that's very nice. Holy cow, that looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. All right. Here's a better view of them. Look at this. Wow, pretty cool. That's pretty. Those are some big lily pads, man. And there's an RV right there across the creek from us, so we're pretty close to our site here. Okay, I'm going to cheat again and cut across here because I'm not sure how far this trail goes on. So, and we're near our campsite here. We're going to cut across here, the creek bed. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this would be pretty easy. Oh yeah, a piece of cake. And here we are. This is the Fairway View Loop, camp loop, and it's on a Sunday afternoon, and of course it's right next to the golf course, you can see. And there is only one camper here right now on a Sunday afternoon, but you see it has full hookups, electric and water and sewage right there. So you're getting this on the Fairway Loop, about 10 sites here. As I said before, on the Creek View Loop, which is that A-frame right over there and goes to the right, it's only electric and water. So you give up a little bit being near the shade here. The only thing about this, there's not much shade here. There's a little bit here, but there's just not that much. But you get full hookups, and you got a beautiful view of the golf course. And of course, there's a burn ban here in August 2025. See the red flag there? You can't burn anything. You can't have any open fires here. You could have propane and butane, the controlled, contained fires, but you cannot have any open fires either in the grills or in the fire pits. But you have a great view here of the golf course. Now, Again, it's about 98 degrees out here, and as you can see, this golf course is not very green because they've had a little bit of a drought here. Even the rains we got in July of 2025 really didn't help this much. A little bit over there, but it's all pretty much brown. And again, there is a separate fee required for golf course usage if you want to play on the golf course. And we've got a few gentlemen out here, a few brave souls paddling this heat. I know some people, heat's not a factor. Me, when I used to be a golfer, it was a big factor. And so, but we have some players out on the fairways enjoying themselves. So you did get a good view of the golf course, and here's the camp loop right here, the fairway loop, and you get a good view of the golf course from here if you like that sort of thing. But again, to me, there's just not much shade over here. There's a few shade trees. They've tried to help, you know, they tried to make it shady as much as they could, but it's just kind of, I don't know. I would do it maybe if it was cooler in time of year, but there is plenty right now. There are plenty of spots available on this campground, the Lockhart State Park. Like right here, number 7 is available today, and it has a pretty good oak tree here with a lot of shade here, so it's not too bad. And you get full hookups, and I believe the price is $24 a night for full hookups, $20 for just electric and water. But it's really not bad at all. Really nice sights here. There's a big oak tree right there for number, what number would that be? This is number 7. That's probably number 8, I believe. Yeah, number 8. And so yeah, you can have your pick of shady sites if you like that over here. Man, check out this huge oak tree here, man. It is cool underneath here right now. Yeah, pretty sweet. Let me show you the restrooms, the shower houses here. These are the shower houses, men and women, and yes, they have showers and toilets, of course, and sink. Very close by. This is a fairly small RV park, and everything's within walking distance over here. There's the Clear Fork Creek Loop with water and electric. These are campsites 11 through 20 that are just water and electric. And personally, I like those better because they're more shaded and by the creek, even when the creek's dry. But that's just my personal preference. And everything is fairly close to the shower houses. That's a good thing. All right, let's head back in the AC here, man. Mama and Olaf are here already. It is too damn hot to be out here. We'll wait till the sun goes down a little bit and maybe go exploring more. All right, Lockhart State Park has a pool, yes, a swimming pool here, and however, it's not part of the pool, the park entrance. You have to pay an extra fee. It's only like $2, but yeah, you got a full-size pool over here. Let's check it out. Yeah, I plan on getting this thing later on today or tomorrow while we're here, but check this out. Very nice pool here. Let's go over here, get a better look past this tree. Yeah, pretty good sized pool with lifeguards too, so yeah, this is something you can look at while you're here. All right, this is the day use area of Lockhart State Park, and you can see remnants of the original CCC here. For example, these picnic tables, I believe the bricks are part of the CCC. Here's another one right over here. But the most amazing part is this part right over here. From what I've been reading, this is the original swimming pool here. Yes, see the walls along here? There used to be original swimming pool here. In fact, you can see it kind of dips down here like a swimming pool. It's like they filled it all up over here. And so this is the original one, but they had to close it several decades back because of flooding going on over here, and it was just costly to maintain. So they built the new one back over here, as you saw earlier, that now serves as a swimming pool for the park. But this is the original wall here for the swimming pool, so it's quite unique here. Pretty interesting stuff here. And of course we have a playground here. That's of course fairly new, but it's a really nice day use park with lots of picnic tables and a full area to play in, basketball courts over there, and of course the playground as well. And so this is really a very good day use area over here. Okay, this used to be, you see how this used to be the pool here, but you got a stone, this is the original stone, I guess, flooring, or edge of the pool rather. And you got a little covered area right here that looks pretty old. I'm not sure if that's a place you pay to get in the pool or something. I'm not sure what that is. But maybe a little concession stand. But you can see the edge of the pool right here. And then if you can kind of imagine, this is the wall of the pool. And you see the entire pool goes right over there. But you can see the upper bank right over here. And of course this has all been filled in since then. What do we got here? Oh, what is this? Is this a dam? I think it's probably a dam here. Or is this the pool? No, that can't be the pool. There's a dam there or something. All I know, this used to be, from what I'm reading on the literature and the brochures, this used to be a pool here, spring-fed pool. And I guess all the flooding over here was hard to maintain and just wasn't feasible. So they shut it down, filled it all up, and they built a new pool right over there close to the headquarters over here. But this is pretty cool here. Look at those big lily pads here.
What is that over there?
That's a great question. This must be a dam or something. And there's a little spring right there. That's a great question. Wow. I don't know, interesting stuff. Check out this bridge over here. Check this out. This was an Eagles Scout project from Joseph Anchondo, August 2012. Great job, Joseph. Look at this. Holy cow. This looks great. This looks awesome, man. Great job, buddy. You earned that Eagle Scout badge. And of course, this goes over here to another picnic area. And there's the pool right over there with a volleyball net over there. Yeah, very nice. Little shortcut here. Dinner tonight, we were having a mix of vegetables, carrots, potatoes, peppers, and onions. So here we go. We just had an interesting situation a moment ago. There's 4 campsites still open over here, and we just had a caravan of 5 cars of families come over here, all at once, mind you, and started setting up, it looks like a picnic. I didn't see a tent one or an RV one here. And they had a little open grill, get ready to start a fire, and on every open grill here, there's a tag here that says no burning whatsoever. You could use propane, something like that, as long as it's enclosed, but you cannot use wood or charcoal burning here in this park right now. And park ranger just came over here a while ago and says, and I guess they realized that, well, since we can't cook open flame, we might as well leave. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. Now there's something you need to be aware of here. On the creek side of the campsite, the electrical, of course, is on the right side. However, on most of these sites on the creek side, the water is on the left. So unless you have a huge long hose, that could be an issue. It's a good thing I had my 50-foot hose with me because it worked out perfectly. We unloaded everything. We added some sausage here, and it's finishing up right there. It ought to be awesome. All right, we're ending our visit here at Lockhart State Park here near Lockhart, Texas. A couple things you need to be aware of. Again, just to recap here, 20 sites, 10 of those are full hookups with water, sewage, and electric, and 10 of them are just water and electric only. And so the campsites near the creek here are water and electric only over here, and the ones by the golf course called the Fairview are water, electric, and sewage. So just keep that in mind. There's only 20 campsites here, so it's kind of a small park, and there's a 9-hole golf course as well nearby, just right over here. So if you're into golf, it'd probably be a good thing to check out this park. Please keep in mind there's a separate fee to use the golf course, and also there's a swimming pool for the kids and adults. There's a separate, and that's only open, I believe, from Memorial Day to Labor Day, and so and there's a $2 entry fee to get into that, so keep that in mind as well. So anyway, thanks for joining us on this video to Lockhart State Park. Again, like and follow our channel. If you like more of these videos, please let us know. Keep the comments coming, and we'll catch you on the next round. Take care.